called up.
Back to the tight end.
Josh Simon, what a night he had. Aggies down 2 scores, largest deficit of the season to that point. Can they get going? Next play from scrimmage, Reed to Le'Veon Moss. Now it's a big game, but it's a big hit. Oh, my goodness.
Huge loss for Texas A&M. One of the best backs that we've enjoyed watching, in the SEC. Hate to see anybody going off on a cart.
Third leading rusher in the SEC. Then, here's not everybody can say we've got like a 1 and 1A, but A&M can. It's Amari Daniels.
Yeah, Amari Daniels using that 5'9" height to his advantage, kind of slipping through that small hole and using the speed to get to the end zone.
13 carries, 83 yards in that score. A&M coming all the way back. How about, I thought he was going to, didn't everybody, you expect a leap at that point, right? That's your big kite and Trey Watson, that's right. And then Reed breaking loose. This is obviously what he does best.
Felt like a big momentum swing at this point in time. South Carolina had owned Texas A&M for the majority of the first half, and then they make this push to take the lead right before halftime.
And this is what you said as we're just watching the game. This kind of feels like that LSU game all over again for Carolina, but they did not allow it to finish that way. 20-20 game, and there goes Rocket. Running loose. Somebody was calling out for an APB on Rocket Sanders, but Rocket ran for 144 yards and 2 scores. He had another 92 receiving.
He had the jet fuel today. 236 yards combined for Rocket.
Another 4th and 1 and another stop. Who's that guy you all illustrated on Friday night?
Debo Williams. How about that? Didn't have a ton of tackles, but had some important ones, including that 4th down stop. Again, the 4th down stop inside your own 35 led to points for South Carolina.
Yep, 3 of them. It was 30-20. A&M still down 10. Dylan Stewart gets to Reed. First sack of the game by either team. 2 plays later, it's 3rd and 14. How about the second sack? TJ Sanders got him.
Yeah, turned up by the defense. We knew at some point this defensive line was going to get in the backfield. They didn't get any sacks in this first half, but second half comes along, they took the game into their own hands.
Mentioned the night that one particular Josh Simon had. How about the ultimate nail in thy coffin, folks? Nobody wants to tackle. All B-Dub needed was another punt for Saturday stud success, but A&M didn't want to comply. Simon, touchdown. 4 catches, 132 yards, 2 scores. Hedges destroyed.
Fines paid.
Wins.
We got so many guys that went through a disappointing season last year, but came back this year with high expectations. I love coaching these kids. I thank God every day that I get to coach this group. They're so much fun to be around. They work. All we talked about at halftime was finish. We got it. It's a 4-quarter war. It's tied up at the half. We got to go finish. And what do we all score? 24-0 in the second half. And it says so much about our team. Sorry, he's wanted a field storming for a while now. It says so much about our team. Like, that's a heck of a team. And I got so much respect for them and the way they play the game. And all the talk this week was about how physical they are. And they are. We're pretty damn physical, too. And we showed that tonight. To run the ball like we did, I mean, just... There's no better environment in college football. I mean, look at this.
I mean, obviously, I don't want to sit up here and say it's all us, right? Because you have to give them credit. I'm not going to be the coach who sits up here and gives them no credit. They got a big quarterback. He's 240 pounds. They got a big running back. He's 230 pounds. And we didn't bring our feet. We didn't tackle the way you need to tackle big backs. And so they're big, powerful kids. And if you want to tackle big, powerful kids, you have to bring your body through the tackle. And we didn't do that tonight.
Well, look, A&M lost, but since they are suffering in the financial department, they're going to take some money home from the fine South Carolina.
You got to change that rule. That's got to go to charity or something.
I'd like to think so. By the way, I've been corrected here by Matt Stinchcomb, proud Georgia Bulldog. South Carolina has bushes. Georgia has hedges. He says ornamental plants are sacred to us, Dari.
Thanks, Stitch.
There you go.
I'm glad I didn't have to do it on the set.
Let me start with listening to Shane Beamer talk about the physicality, it kind of started to resonate in my head. It's like everything that A&M did, South Carolina's like, all right, we'll beat you at that. You want to be the physical team? We're going to be more physical than you tonight. You know, you come into this ballgame, think you're a pretty good rushing team? We're going to run for 286 yards. You think you can rush the passer? We're going to go sack your quarterback 3 times. You won't have any. You think you have a home field advantage? Walk into Williams-Brice at night. They lit that thing up and made last week in College Station look like an absolute joke.
I think what we saw was a healthy Sellers and Sanders.
They will be hurt.
Hey, that's all right. Look, that home field advantage, I don't know if there's one in the conference as good as what Williams-Brice is at night when it's rocking.
I can't wait to check your Twitter. LSU fans,
A&M
fans. Go ahead, B-Dub.
Yeah. What I saw was a healthy Sanders and Sellers. They combined for 246 yards, 3 touchdowns between them, and they were the more physical team. They said, we're going to run the football. Texas A&M ran the ball for 25 yards in that second half. South Carolina on the other side ran for 117 yards in the second half. And the defense for South Carolina showed up when they had to. 3 second-half sacks, getting after Marcel Reed. And look, coming into this game, I was thinking, okay, how is this defense going to deal with the zone read? They definitely had a plan for that and shut it down. Didn't allow Texas A&M to do much of anything. Huge one for South Carolina. It kind of reminds me, it's like every single year South Carolina has some sort of marquee win. I think about that Tennessee game a little while ago, but this team has come up short so many times this season, whether it was LSU at home, whether it was going to Alabama, and now they finally get that big win. It was a team effort. But the health of these guys, especially on offense, is what stood out to me in this football game.
I thought South Carolina's defense would be able to match up well against A&M's offense. I didn't think they were the same team on the road as they are at home. But what I didn't know was the offense, particularly the offensive line, if they were going to have the ability to block that front that we saw playing in LSU's backfield snap after snap last week. Didn't allow a single sack today and ran for 286 yards. Every time I criticize Shane Beamer's offensive line, they come out and make me look stupid. So I still stand by the fact that they haven't all year played as consistently, but they did a great job today with both run blocking and protecting Lenore Sellers, who deserves a lot of credit himself.
Lenore Sellers, legs and arm. I mean, he was dynamite. By the way, second most points South Carolina has ever scored against an AP top 10 team. We remember the 63 they hung on Tennessee 2 years ago. All right. To the game that you two, I know we're most eager to watch, and I was eager to watch it right along with a proud Gator and a proud Bulldog in Jacksonville. And, well, of course, Goldberg, big famous Bulldog fan. He was on Nation, too.
Oh, I guess we both got belts, huh?
Yeah. I earned mine.
What do we do in that stadium?
Where's your football?
I don't need one.
Oh, you do need one.
Mm-mm.
How'd they resolve that?
I don't know that there was much to resolve, to be quite honest.
Grab a chair? No.
All right, here we go. Carson Beck. Oh, boy. Chris Doering on the interception.
Love Doering 28 making plays there.
How about it, huh?
Yeah, Devin Moore jumps up and gets that pass. Ill-advised throw from Carson Beck for sure.
Next play. Next play.
This reminded me of the old
Love
days.
it.
Coach Spurrier, after a turnover, in plus territory, taking a shot over the top. Aiden Mizell stepping up. No Trey Wilson. Mizell says no problem.
Gators take the 7-3 lead. This is a team that had lost 3 straight in the series, all by at least 20 points. And then Beck, another one. That's 2 now. That's number 10. 10th pick in 5 games.
He had a lot of eye black on. It was like he may have had some in his eye or something.
But about Florida only had 6 interceptions coming into this game. They already had 2 this first half.
Yeah, a little bit later, Florida up 10-3 Lagway. Yeah, this was where it all changed. Goes down, grabbing that left hamstring, and Graham Mertz already done for the year in his Gator career. Just nothing he can do. We'll get into the next quarterback in just a moment. Meanwhile, former Gator Trevor Etienne dragged down by former teammates, 7 carries, 31.